You're listening to Metal Attack MTL with Double D here on MetalMessiahRadio.com.
Alright, you're listening to Metal Attack MTL. We are joined right now on the phone by none other than Nick Cantis from Black Label Society, the evil twin. How's it going, brother?
I'm doing good, bud.
So you guys been on tour now for Order of the Black for well over a year, and you're touring alongside with Judas Priest and Thin Lizzy right now. So I guess my first question is, what's it like touring with these guys, and especially on Priest's final tour?
It's great, man. I mean, it's cool and honor. I mean, it's you get to see them every night, and they're killing it, man. I mean, Richie Faulkner came in, and as far as KK, leaving, he's shredding. I mean, people be like, don't be bummed out, come and saying, oh, KK's not there. I mean, it's Richie's really nailing it, and they sound amazing. Rob's voice is just ridiculous. So it's cool, man. I mean, it's cool being out here, especially with Thin Lizzy too. I mean, it's two historic bands, that we get to tour with, and everybody's super cool, and there's no egos, and everybody's just it's basically turned into like one big family out here, which is really a good vibe when you're out here this long.
Wicked. Well, just another follow-up question regarding the Order of the Black tour. You guys been out there for, like I said, well over a year now. You started off in North America. You went to Europe earlier this year. You're back in North America. Do you guys see an end in sight for in the near future, or are you guys gonna just keep going?
Well, I mean, we're taking Christmas and New Year's, and I think February or March. I think we're going to Australia, and then I think it's going to be just adding some stuff next year. It's doing some festival shows in Europe and stuff. But I think that was the heaviest part of it all. Was the past year or so.
All right. Well, last year I got to speak with Zach, and he mentioned that he was planning on taking a break after the tour. Do you guys think you're going to go back into the studio as Black Label Society, or are you going to maybe go back to work with Speed X or something?
Oh, no. I mean, it's, Speed X was just that one disc deal. I mean, that was me and the guys just playing. It's, Black Label's, where I'm going to be. So, I mean, whatever his decision is to do, it's, we'll do that. So if he decides to go, in the studio, make another record, then that's, that'll be, he calls the shots, dude. That's, he's the boss, so, whatever he says we do, so.
Oh, alright, I guess, I'm not gonna get no information today on a follow-up album, I guess. Nothing's written yet, I guess.
No, I mean, there's nothing scheduled, so I really don't know.
Okay, awesome. Well, I wanted to ask about the album itself, Order of the Black. Now, I think that album is just fucking kick-ass. Last year, if anybody asks me the best album of the year, Order of the Black. And I just want to ask you, from the creative part, which track would you say is your own favorite one? And, perhaps maybe because you got most creative input into it or something, could you give us a little hint on that and as to why?
Well, I mean, Southern Disillusion is probably one of my favorite tracks, and I mean, all that stuff is, all that stuff's Zach. I mean, his writing, it's, he's the guy that writes everything, and that's why I put out the Speed X thing, and just to get some of my songs out. So I mean, Black Label's, as far as like the songwriting and the artwork and everything, that's all Zach's doing. But as far as my favorite song is probably Southern Disillusion.
And okay, well, I have a question regarding your own, about yourself again. What first brought you into music? First was the guitar your first instrument, and what inspired you to first pick one up?
Yeah, guitar's always been it. I'm actually the first. Kiss Alive 1 was probably my first album that I ever got when I was probably 6-7 years old. Like, my aunt gave it to me. It was like Kiss Alive 1, Ted Nugent, Weekend Warriors, and Queen Day at the Races were my 3 first albums. And seeing Kiss, I was like, I just want to, I was like, what is that? I want to do that. Then once I heard Van Halen 1, that was probably that was it. I mean, hearing just the horns, the beginning of Running with the Devil, and then you know, obviously Eruption, but I mean, just his guitar playing in Van Halen 1, that was pretty much the spark for me to, you know, say, what is this? I want to learn how to do it. And you know, Eddie and Ace and Ted Nugent, and, you know, that was pretty much the three that, you know, I started out with, and just went on from there. You know, it was like a Kiss epidemic, and, you know, then Van Halen came in, and that kind of set me on my path.
So what was like your first, how old were you when you first like joined the band and started playing, and for what reasons? I can imagine for what reasons they might be, but I'll just ask anyway.
Started in what band? Black Label, or started?
Just any band, you know, like say when you were a kid, you know, how old were you? Like 15 or something?
Oh, I was 15. I was 15 when I put my first band together, and actually we were together for almost 10 years. That, you know, that band. I mean, we toured up and down the East Coast of, you know, America, and then actually we played up in Thunder Bay. We did Thunder Bay, Canada. We did Toronto. We were just doing like cover songs and, you know, some originals. We do like 4 sets a night, you know, just playing from the Rolling Stones to Pantera to our stuff to, you know, to whatever, and just, you know, riding in the van. And, you know, we did like 2 CDs, and then in '96 was then, you know, was when I emailed Zach, and that's when he and I got together, and it's been, you know, '96 to now, and it's been a ride, man. You know, it's been a definite ride. It's cool.
Well, hell of a ride, yeah. I mean, you're riding around the world with Judas Priest right now, so that's kick-ass.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, life don't stop.
Yeah, you did some movies too. You did Rockstar. Anything else besides that?
Yeah. No, man, just, you know, I've been, you know, in a Black Label all that time, and, you know, I mean, through, you know, obviously, you know, being with Zach, I got that part in you know, Rockstar, playing Mark's guitar player in the tribute band in Blood Pollution, and then me and Zach and Jason Bonham and Jeff Pilson and Jeff Scott Soto and everybody, we did the soundtrack, so all the music's, you know, me and Zach and Jeff and Jason Bonham, and so, yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I mean, even doing the movie, just getting to see, you know, how movies are made, and getting to meet Mark and Jennifer, and, you know, Brad Pitt was there because, you know, he and Jennifer were married at the time, so it was awesome, man. I mean, just, you know, things have been good, man. Things are good. Just, you know, out making a living playing guitar, it doesn't really blow.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Who first gave you the nickname, the Evil Twin, and when were you first called that?
Zach did, man. It was just, you know, back whenever we first started, just together. Then it was actually whenever Black Label got put together in '98. It was just us doubling solos and, you know, everything like that. And, you know, back in '96, and, you know, earlier on, we kind of looked like we both had long, kind of, you know, he has blonde hair, I had long, like, lighter brown hair, and we, you know, it was like we were kind of looking like frickin' frack, you know, and so he just, you know, one day was like, oh, it's like the Evil Twin, you know, and I'm like, oh, you know, then it stuck, and then someone came up with a logo, and then now it's on guitars and T-shirts, and, you know, it's cool, man. It's flattering, man, that people actually, you know, dig it, and, you know, there's, you know, guys with tattoos of my logo. It's just crazy, man. It's just like I'm just some normal schmuck from Pittsburgh, you know, and you know, these people actually have my logo on them, you know, for life. It's you know, it's humbling that people actually care about you that much.
Have you ever encountered like a reception so like insane that you were like afraid to go out? You like, you know, for fear of being mobbed or any sort of scenario like that?
No, it hasn't. I mean,
nothing Beatles, you know, like. That's the cool thing.
You know, I mean, Zach obviously can't go out and do that. I mean, that's, you know, he's the guy, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, I've still been lucky enough, you know, just to be able to go out and mingle and you know, hang out and you know, kind of just feel one of the, you know, be like one of the crowd, you know. It's cool, man.
Okay, well, in terms of the tour, again, back to the tour with Black Label, you guys have been all over the world. I mentioned that about 3 times now, and
yeah,
you guys like, do you guys get different like the different like crowds from different countries prefer like different types of sets? Like, do you have like you know, Do you like to go to? Do you ever like go to countries where you know the crowd prefers to hear like the slower songs, and then you come back somewhere else? Do you, like, is it like that on the road for you guys, or do you guys just go out and play what the fuck you guys want?
No, we pretty much keep the same set when it's our show. I mean, it's like we'll start, we'll come up with a set for that tour, and that's the set that we do. It always seems to go, man. I mean, I think like the mellower stuff when we go to the piano and everything, it gives the people there like kind of like an ear break, but then it's still entertaining, enough it doesn't give them like a piss break. You know what I mean? We'll sit there and do the heavier stuff, and then the piano comes out. We do Darkest Days, and then after that we'll do, kick into like Fire It Up or something, and then do a couple, and then do like Blessed Hell Ride, and then go into Concrete Jungle. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a wave. It's just heavier stuff, and then go into the more mellow stuff, and I think it gives people just kind of like a different moment, a different style at that point, instead of just getting barraged for an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever. But
give them a different feel for a bit, yeah.
Yeah,
slow it down and pick it back up.
Work,
yeah.
So.
I like that. That actually works really well. I remember last year, it was like perfect, like the way you guys did it. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it's not too long, and we try to keep it. We've learned, through the years, is just to keep it moving. I mean, like the only time Zach actually talks is when he introduces the band. That's the only time that he actually even really talks. Like we don't like dead time in between songs, like. Where it gives people time to, yell songs or whatever. It's just like, keep it moving, you know what I mean? Just keep it moving, and then in between songs, we have like the intros to the other songs, and then, then it takes the break, and then he'll introduce the band, but that's it. I mean, it's pretty much like a Broadway play after that. It's just, we've done it so much. It's like we know what songs go where, and it's, it's kind of like a Lego piece. We just gotta keep it down.
Do you guys like? Do you guys have some sort of like a hand signaled mastered down, like sort of like the way the Marines? You give them a hand signal. Oh, hey, we'll play this song.
No. I mean, there's no improv. It's once the set's done, it's written, and then we stick to that. But as far as knowing each other that well, I mean, as far as me and Zach and JD, it's we can do a lot where he's like, if something happens and Zach's rig goes down, I know, to, play the part that he played, and, just to keep it, keep it moving, and that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just years of being together, but yeah, man, it's, we just pretty much like to keep the same set, once we get it together, and just keep it organized and just keep pounding away.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week here in Montreal.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I think it's going to be Thanksgiving too. So
yeah, it is. As a matter of fact, yeah. Actually, yeah, my wife is going shopping Black Friday the next day, so.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll survive. Before I let you go, though, I just want to ask you a question. I like to ask every band at the end of the interview. Okay, if two bands fucked and Black Label Society was the child, what two bands would be the parents, in your opinion?
Oh, Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath.
Oh shit! Nice, quick answer. Thanks a lot, Nick. Thanks for the.
Oh, those are the parents. Those have been the parents from day one. So that was Zeppelin and Sabbath. If those two fuck, that'd be it. That'd be us.
Okay, well, I guess that's it for the interview. So thanks for your time.
Cool. I'll see you. I'll see you up in Montreal.
You're listening to Metal Attack MTL with Double D here on MetalMessiahRadio.com.